How's it, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Extra Turns. On this one, we are doing Transformers versus Street Fighter. Hadouken!
Roll out.
Got there.
I didn't play Street Fighter. I don't know the other sounds.
All right, well,
Autobot.
Before we get into it, if you want to get your hands on the Transformers cards or the Street Fighter cards or any of the other cards from Phyrexia, All Will Be One, or any other Magic set, cardkingdom.com/command is the best place to go to get your Magic products, singles, anything at all. They really are the best place to buy your cards because everything comes in one single package, which means if you want to build any of these cool decks you're about to see, you can order the whole thing from Card Kingdom and it'll all arrive on your doorstep at one time. And they are masters of packaging things. This is the time of year when there's a lot of rain. We're even raining in Los Angeles.
Crazy.
You don't want packages to arrive that are not packaged properly because then your cards will get soaked. Card Kingdom, trust me, from experience, this happened to you, Rachel, and myself. They will wrap it all up in such a way that it's impervious to the rain. It'll be safe. Mm-hmm. That is the level of professionalism that cardkingdom.com/command has, and one of the big reasons why we recommend them.
For sure. Go to cardkingdom.com/command. And then while you're using affiliate links, jump over to ultrapro.com/command to pick up all of the matching deck boxes and play mats and sleeves and dice. I know they had some really cool Transformers ones that are now sold out.
Shattered glass stuff.
Oh my God, they were so cool. There was they did double-sided play mats with Transformers. So make sure you're keeping an eye on the ultrapro.com website because they are going to have secret layer products that go really fast. I picked up some of the rainbow, Lisa Frank-esque ones. Yeah. And they're amazing, but they will sell out. So make sure you're visiting the website frequently or joining the newsletter because then you'll get access to some of the great deals that happen on Ultra Pro. So one more time, ultrapro.com/command. It really helps out the show.
And of course, the final way to support all of our content is directly if you go to patreon.com/command zone. All kinds of cool perks available for our patrons, one of which is getting to watch game nights and Extra Turns earlier than the general public. We also play spell table games with our patrons over Discord every single week. So if you want to play with Jimmy, Rachel, myself, a lot of members of our team, patreon.com/command zone is the place to go to sign up and join our community.
You can also check out Turn Talks.
Oh, yeah.
For this specific episode. For all of the Extra Turns episodes, we record little discussions post-game to talk about what we would have done if we had one more turn or what we wish we would have done in the game or the stuff that was most exciting. So make sure you check out the Turn Talks for this episode, and you can do that by becoming a patron.
All right. Well, I don't think you should listen to the Turn Talks for this episode until you watch the game.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, which is about to happen. Let's see who's more powerful, the Transformers or the Street Fighters.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Extra Turns.
Now we've all played the who would win in a fight game before. Batman versus Superman, Mario versus Sonic, Josh versus Jimmy.
Today we decide if streets are for fighting on or for driving on.
Here comes a new challenger!
It's Street Fighter versus Transformers.
Today I'll be playing the leader of the Decepticons, Megatron Tyrant. I have a 3-step plan for global domination. Step 1, cheat out some big artifacts. Step 2, use my commander to sack them and cheat out even bigger artifacts. Step 3, reanimate all that big stuff and crush my opponents under the might of my giant machines.
And my commander is the Electric Beastman, Blanka, ferocious friend. This deck is Voltron, Spellslinger, and Storm all in one big face-smashing package. Each spell I cast on my commander buffs him and shocks my opponents, so I've got a bunch of targeted cantrips to keep things rolling. Then, once Blanka is all charged up, I'll launch him at my opponents, either through combat or a timely fling effect.
And I'll be playing the strongest woman in the world, Chun-Li, Countless Kicks. My game plan starts by getting powerful, cheap instants into the graveyard. Then I'll kick him into exile with my commander to add them to her arsenal. That way, each Chun-Li attack will become a flurry of foot-powered spellcasting, letting me control the board and clear the path to victory.
My commander may not be a Transformer, but it's Morophon meets the eye. My sole mission this game is to play every single Transformer card. So I've got plenty of cost reducers, including my commander, to make all those robots free. Then I'll roll out the fleet and speed past my opponents with unstoppable value.
All right, let's street fight.
Transform and roll out.
Decepticons, mobilize.
Let's kick it! Ha!
Round 1. Fight.
All right, we all ready?
You betcha.
Let's do it!
All right, I'll draw my card for turn, play Plains, and then I'm gonna start off with an Esper Sentinel.
Oh,
The best Decepticon! All right, and I'll pass.
All right, I'll draw for turn. Play a mountain and pass the turn.
All right, I will draw for turn. I will play a Plains and pass.
okay. I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna play a Plains and I'll pass.
All right, I will untap, draw my card for turn. I will play a Bojuka Bog tapped.
Targeting
You.
every time.
That's right, the whole graveyard.
And then I'll go to combat, and I'll swing Esper Sentinel at you, Jake.
Hey, I'll take one and go to 39.
And I'll pass.
All right, I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Rootbound Crag and cast a Goblin and Narcomancer.
That's a good card.
It is. Pass to you.
All right, I will draw my card for turn. I shall play a Glacial Fortress, and then I'll play a Ledger Shredder.
Oh man.
And then I'll pass to you, Jake.
Okay, I'll draw. I'm gonna play a Flooded Strand, but I'm gonna crack it immediately. Going to 38. And I will go find an Underground Sea. It comes into play untapped because it's very expensive.
Indeed.
And I'll tap 2 and cast a Boros Signet.
Esper Sentinel triggers.
I cannot pay.
Thank you, Jake.
Now I'll pass to you.
All right, I'll go to untap, draw my card for turn. I'm gonna play a mountain. Guess I'll go to combat. Jake, you're the only one open, so another one.
Well, obviously no blocks, so I'll take 1 and go to 37.
Cool. And then on my second main, I'm gonna play Luciel, Clockwork Scholar.
Nice.
And with that, I will end my turn.
All right, I will untap and draw for turn. I'll play Carplusan Forest as my land for turn. And I will cast Zada, Hedron Grinder.
Uh-oh.
Yikes!
Jeez.
And pass. I'm all tapped out. Perfect play.
All right, I will untap. I will draw for turn. I will play Ottawa, Soaring City.
Ooh.
And I will pass.
Okay, I'll untap and I'll draw. All right, my mana is kind of awkward, so I'm gonna float a white and cast Vandal Blast, targeting Esper Sentinel.
Oh, well, are you gonna pay first?
No.
Well, at least get a draw card.
All right,
And Esper Sentinel will get destroyed.
then I'll use my floating white and I'll add a black to it and cast Demonic Tutor.
Ew.
That's a good card.
And because that's the second spell you cast this turn, I will get to connive on Ledger Shredder. So I will draw a card, and I will discard a Soul Partition. And because that's a non-land card, I will put a +1/+1 counter on Ledger Shredder. It is now a 2/4.
Then my Demonic Tutor is gonna resolve, so I will search my library for any card, and unfortunately, it has to be this card, Cybertron.
Oh,
Cool.
wait, you search for a land? That sucks.
Feels bad.
Fun though.
I'll pass to you, Manson.
All right, I will untap, draw my card for turn. Okay, I'm gonna play a Swamp, and then I'm gonna cast Megatron, but converted as Megatron Destructive Force.
Bad guy.
We meet again, Megatron.
So Megatron is a creature on my turn because of Living Metal, and when that enters, the Shield will trigger, and I get to draw a card. All right, and then I'll go to combat. Sorry, Jake, you're still open, so I'm slamming in 2.
All right, fine. I'll take 2 and go to 35.
Yeah.
You're only reinforcing our divide. A unified Cybertron is good for everyone.
And then I'll go to my cleanup step, and because I have 8 cards in hand, I'll discard a Faithless Looting. And I'll pass to you, Rachel.
All right, I will untap and draw for turn. All right, I'm going to go to combat.
Okay?
I'm going to send Zada at Manson and Goblin and Narcomancer at Jake.
Okay, no blocks.
No blocks here.
Before damage, I am going to cast Fists of Flame, targeting Zada.
That's pretty good.
So I make a copy of Fists of Flame, targeting Goblin and Narcomancer. I will draw a card, and because I've drawn 2 cards this turn, Goblin and Narcomancer gets +2/+0. And then the Fist of Flame targeting Zada resolves, and I will draw a card, and because I've drawn 3 cards this turn, Zada gets +3/+0. So Zada is a 6/3, and Goblin and Archmancer is a 4/2.
That's crazy.
Cool.
And then I'm going to cast Viridescent Wisps targeting Zada.
Because that's your second spell this turn, Ledger Shredder will get to connive. So I will draw a card, and I'll discard an Arcane Denial.
Oh.
Well,
Concerning.
Because that's a non-land card, Ledger Shredder will get another counter. It is now a 3/5.
Okay, I will make a copy of Viridescent Wisps targeting Goblin and Archomancer. It will get +1/+0, and I will draw a card. And Zada will get +1/+0, and I will draw another card.
Classic Zada stuff.
That makes Goblin and Narcomancer a 5-2 and Zada a 7-3.
Well, I have no blocks, so I'm gonna take 5 and go to 30.
Well, I can't block with Megatron. It's not a creature, so I will take 7. Going at 33.
All right, all of this was to find a land, and I did.
Hey!
I will play a Spire Garden as my land for turn, and now shields are down, and I punched people. Pass.
All right, on your end step, I will cast Leap, targeting Zada, which will let me draw a card.
Ooh.
Also on your end step, I will cast Faithful Mending. And because that is the second spell I've cast this turn, Ledger Shredder will trigger, and I will connive once more. So I will draw a card, I will discard an island, and then I will gain 2 life, going to 42. I will draw 2 cards, I will discard a Submerge and a Docent of Perfection. And then I will start my turn. I will untap, I will draw a card, I will play a Plains. Yeah, do I attack? I'm afraid of Zada. I'm gonna pass.
Oh, man. Okay, I will untap and draw for turn. I'm gonna start off by tapping 2, and I'm gonna cast Flame War Converted.
Oh.
It's Flame War Streetwise Operative. And then I'm gonna play a really sad Dockside Extortionist.
Wow.
That is sad. 0 from me.
There's 1 over here.
0 from me, but that will trigger Ledger Shredder. I will connive. Draw a card. I'll discard a Talrand Sky Summoner, which will give Ledger Shredder another +1/+1 counter. So Ledger Shredder is now a 4/6.
The big bird.
He's discarding all these good cards. What the heck?
Okay, well, since there's only 1 artifact or enchantment out there, thank you, Manson.
You're welcome.
I'll just get 1 measly treasure, which will hopefully make up for missing my land drop this turn. So I have to pass you.
All right, I will untap, draw my card for turn. I'm gonna play an Ancient Tomb, and then I will tap 4 to cast Solemn Simulacrum. And because I tapped Ancient Tomb to do that, I will take 2. Going to 31. And Solemn Simulacrum will trigger, so I will search my library for a basic, and I will find a mountain, put this onto the battlefield tapped. Then Lasheel will trigger, and I get to draw a card.
Must be nice, huh?
All right, I will go to combat. Rachel, I'm sending these 2 at you.
That is fair. I have no blocks.
So Megatron will trigger. I will sacrifice the Solemn Simulacrum. And then I will target Zada, dealing 4 damage to it.
Zada will die.
And because Zada is 3 toughness, that's 1 excess damage, so I'll deal 1 damage to you, Rachel. And because you took excess damage, Megatron will now convert into Megatron Tyrant. And because Solemn Simulacrum died, I will draw a card.
All right, I will take 9 damage, going to 30.
And on my post-combat main phase, Megatron's second ability will trigger. I will choose to convert it. And because you lost 10 life this turn, Rachel, I will get 10 colorless mana.
That's bad.
So I will tap a mountain and use 2 of the floating colorless, and I will cast a Jessica's Will.
Yikes.
And because that's the second spell you cast this turn, I will get to connive off Ledger Shredder. So I will draw a card. I will discard an Aetherflux Reservoir.
I'm okay that it was that one.
Great.
And this will give my Ledger Shredder 1 more +1/+1 counter, making it a 5/7.
Oh my god.
All right, so how many cards do people have in hand?
I have 4.
7.
5.
So I'll target Rachel and get 7 red mana. So I'll exile the top 3 now. I get a Sign of Draco, Dregs of Sorrow, and a Plains.
You can't cast that sound, right? Right?
I think we're in trouble.
So I guess I'll cast the Sign of Draco for 6 because of the domain.
I have a response to this.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cast a Mana Drain.
No!
Oh god.
That's a big stinker.
In response, I'll cast a Fury Storm, and technically it gets 2 copies, but I'll just have both copies become Mana Drain and target your Mana Drain, Gaurav.
Okay.
Yeah, that resolves. Mana Drain is countered. By Mana Drain.
Oh no.
I tried.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get 2 colorless mana on my next main phase. And then I'll use the rest of my floating mana to cast Dregs of Sorrow, where X is 1. And I will target that Ledger Shredder.
Whoa.
All right, Ledger Shredder will die.
Woo!
Alright.
I will draw a card.
I think we're in trouble.
And with that, I will pass my turn.
Okay. I will untap and draw for turn. Play a mountain as my land for turn. Alright, we will do what Gruul will do, and Gruul will smash. I will cast Blanka.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Blanka only costs 4 because of Goblin and Narcomancer. And then do Blanka smash? I mean, that was a scary turn.
I can help
Manson.
next turn.
Jake is a wee bit behind. Okay, I will go to combat and Gruul will smash. I will attack you with Blanka, Manson.
Man, this is scary, but no blocks.
For 4 damage,
Get him, Rachel.
I'm going to pay a red and cast Sweeping Cleave. And Blanka will deal 2 damage to all of my opponents.
I'll go to 40.
I'll go to 28.
And I'll go to 29.
And then Blanka will be a 7/7 with double strike.
Ka-chonk!
I have no interaction. I only smash.
I love it.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I take 14 damage.
All right.
Going down to 15. Jeez. And that's 14 commander damage.
And then my 2-handed axe will go on an adventure, so I can cast it later. All right, I will pass my turn there.
Okay, I will go to my turn. I will untap, and I will draw for turn. I will play an Island, and then I will cast Urza, Lord Protector.
Uh-oh.
No,
Some Urza, famous good guy.
and I will pass my turn.
All right. I'll untap and draw for turn. I will go to combat, and Manson, I'm gonna swing Flame War at you for 2. It's Menace and Death Touch.
Well, that means I can't block. I'll take 2. Going to 13.
When it deals combat damage to you, I'll exile the top 2 cards of my library face down with intel counters on them, and then I convert Flame War.
Been hit by a motorcycle.
And now, second main phase, I'll tap 4 and cast Captain Sisay.
Nice.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I will pass.
All right, I will untap everything here, and I will draw my card for the turn. And on my main phase, I will get the 2 colorless mana from the mana drain. And I will tap out and use the 2 colorless mana, so I have 9 mana total. And I'll cast a Triplicate Titan.
Yikes.
And because of Ancient Tomb, I will take 2. Going down to 11. A little greedy, but Megatron has lifelink, right?
This is true.
And when Triplicate Titan enters, Lucio will trigger, and I will draw a card. All right, well, I'll go to combat.
All right, for combat, I will cast Rapid Hybridization, targeting Megatron.
Let's go!
Yeah, Megatron will die.
We vanquished him.
We hate Megatron.
And actually, I'll send Megatron right into the graveyard.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh,
That seems bad.
we're in danger.
Not suspicious at all. And then I will get a Frog Lizard. I'll go to combat. So Sana Draco will be attacking you, Gaurav, and Lucio will be attacking you, Jake.
I have no effects, so I will take 4 damage, going to 36.
And I'm not gonna block, so I'll take 2 and go to 26.
And then I'll play a Sacred Foundry tapped, and I will end my turn.
Okay, that could have been way worse.
Yeah.
I will untap and draw for turn. I'm going to pay 2 and cast a Snake Umbra targeting Blanka. When Blanka becomes the target of a spell, he gets +2/+2 and deals 2 damage to each opponent.
I'll take 2 damage, going to 34.
I'm going to 24.
And I will go to 9.
Now whenever it does damage to an opponent, I draw a card,
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
which is pretty
About to
good.
drop a billion cards.
Gonna try. I'll go to combat, and I will send Blanka at Manson.
Alright, well, I'm scared of whatever the heck you have in your hand, so I will block with all 3 of my creatures.
Okay, I am going to pay red and cast an Expedite targeting Blanka.
Yep.
So it will get +2/+2 and deal 2 damage to each opponent.
I'll go to 32.
I'm at 22.
I'll go to 7. Yikes.
And then I will draw a card for Expedite, and I will draw 3 cards for Snake Umbra.
Yeesh.
Holy.
Draw 1, 2, 3 cards.
Manson, help us.
Yeah.
Have we screwed up?
Okay, then I will cast Psychotic Fury targeting Blanka. So each player takes 2 damage again.
Oh my gosh.
I'll go to 30.
I'm at 20.
I'm down to 5.
So now it's a 12/12 double strike. And I will draw 4 more cards. And because that was the 3rd spell I cast this turn, it also has trample.
Ooh. So I'm just dead here, everyone.
Oh, we're good.
Really? That's crazy.
Okay, and then we'll go to damage.
Anyone want to save me? Help the Decepticons out here.
All right, I play Stubble Vision.
I think it's actually double vision.
Okay, well then I'm gonna cast Scruffy Doll.
That's Stuffy Doll. Well, I'm gonna play Faceless Shaven. Okay, it's Faceless Haven. I get it. I haven't shaved in a while, okay? I just hate using my crappy old razor. Oh, you know what you need to try? The new Beard Hedger Pro Kit from MANSCAPED. It's the perfect way to tame your rampant growth. Their cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives 20 different beard lengths, all with just 1 guard. And it's waterproof.
So you can even use it in the shower when you're in a rush.
Plus, they've got everything you need to keep your beard healthy. Their shampoo and conditioner are designed to moisturize and reduce ingrown hairs, while the Beard Balm and Oil can relieve dry skin and add some shimmer and shine.
That sounds good to me. I guess in that case, I'll cast Jace the Manscaper.
Counterspell.
But Josh, the bit. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code EXTRATURNS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code EXTRATURNS. The Manscaped Beard Hedger. One stroke, one guard, 20 links.
Hello, my friends. It is I, Angelo the Painter, assassin, an artist, all in one. Like you, I am passionate about my hobby. There are those who think it macabre, but I like to believe I have a knack for finding beauty in all things. Perhaps that is why I love to shop on Etsy so very much. You see, you don't need a knack to find beautiful things on Etsy. For instance, I bought a new pair of gloves after getting red paint on my old ones. Now I look sharper than ever. Etsy has everything. Furniture, jewelry, art not made from blood. For you Magic players, there are card altars and custom gaming accessories that are a cut above the rest. No matter your budget or the occasion, on Etsy, you can always find something to die for. Ooh, I'm going to buy some new paintbrushes. Ooh, and a dagger. Purely decorative, of course.
New to Etsy? Use the code NEW for 10% off your first purchase. That's code NEW, N-E-W. Maximum discount value of $50. Offer ends June 30th, 2023. See terms at etsy.com/terms. For home style and gifts, shop etsy.com. Etsy has it.
Okay, and then we'll go to damage.
Anyone want to save me? Help the Decepticons out here.
No.
So Low Shield and the Frog Lizard die in the first strike. The Triplicate Titan dies in the second one. And there's no damage on Blanka.
Yep. All right. Well, I think all that damage tramples over, and I die to Blanka.
Death to tyrants.
Okay, and because Blanka did damage to Manson, I will draw another card.
You're welcome.
Then I will play my land for turn, and then I'm going to pay 1 life to make red to cast a Thermo Alchemist. Going to 29. And then we'll move to my cleanup step, and I will discard these cards. Okay, then I'll pass.
On your end step.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crack a treasure and cast Vampiric Tutor. So I will search my library and I will try to find something that is gonna get me out of this bad situation. And I'm just gonna get this card, and this will go on top, and I'll lose 2 life. Going to 18.
Okay, I'll pass to you, Rob.
All right, I will untap and I will draw a card. Hey, I'm just going to play a land and pass.
Oh no.
Good old land pass game.
All right, I will untap and draw the card that I tutored for. So I'm going to activate Captain Sisay and search my library for a legendary card, and I will get this card, Ratchet. That'll go into my hand.
Cool.
Then I'm going to tap 3 and cast Ratchet. And that's all I'm going to do with my turn. I'll pass to you, Rachel.
Okay, I will untap and draw for turn. Okay, I'm going to pay a green and cast a Season of Growth.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
That card's so good in that deck.
It's so good.
Really good in this deck.
Oh.
I'm going to tap Thermo Alchemist and deal 1 damage to each opponent.
I'm at 17.
I'll go to 29.
And then I am going to pay a red and cast Twinferno, targeting Blanka. I'm going to choose target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn.
That's pretty good. That could easily get through 29 life in 1 blocker.
So that will trigger Blanka, dealing 2 damage to each of you.
I'll go to 27.
And I'm at 15.
And I will draw 2 cards because of Snake Umbra, and 1 card because of Season of Growth. That will also untap Thermo Alchemist.
The value.
And then pay a red for a Kessig Flame Breather. So now Blanka has Trample. And when that ETBs, I will scry 1 from Season of Growth. And I will leave that on top. I will go to combat and let's
Make good choices.
We're Street Fighter friends.
let's see what you got with your open mana, Gaurav.
Ooh.
I will attack you with Blanka, who's currently a 8/8 double strike. Trample.
Okay, I will overload Cyclonic Rift.
There it is.
Ooh, pretty good, right?
I'll pass priority.
I am going to tap Thermo Alchemist to do 1 damage to everybody.
I'll go to 26.
I'm at 14.
All right, Cyclonic Rift will resolve.
And I'll still keep my cards with intel counters on them.
All right, I will recast Goblin and Narcomancer. I will play my land for turn, which is a mountain. I will cast Kessig Flame Breather, and then I will recast Season of Growth. And I will deal 1 damage to each opponent, and I will take 1 from my Karplusan Forest. Going to 28.
I'll go to 25.
And I'm at 13.
And then I will move to cleanup, and I will discard these 3 cards. I'll pass to you, Gaurav.
All right, I will untap. I will draw for a turn. And then I will cast Chun-Li, Countless Kicks. And I will kick her 3 times.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So I'm going to exile Submerge, Soul Partition, and Cyclonic Rift, all with a kick counter. All right, that's it for me. I'll pass turn.
Okay, I will untap and draw for turn. All right, I'll tap 2 and recast my Signet. And then somehow I'm going to have the same sad Dockside Extortion from before.
What?
Oh no.
What happened?
Ban Dockside.
This is a PR disaster.
Just 1 from me.
Wow, 0 here. Wow.
That's the saddest Dockside I've ever seen.
You know, if I spread it out like this, it looks like my board has a lot coming. I have 8 cards in hand, so I have to discard. I'll discard Blitzwing. That's about all I can do. I'll pass.
Okay, I will untap and draw for turn. And then I will cast Blanka for 4 mana because of the Goblin and Narcomancer. When Blanka enters, I will scry from the Season of Growth. And I'll leave that on top. I am gonna go to combat, and I will send Blanka at Gaurav for 5.
No blocks.
Ooh. Okay, before damage, I'm going to pay green, cast Aggressive Urge, targeting Blanka. I will draw from Aggressive Urge, and I will draw from Season of Growth, and it will trigger Blanka. So Blanka is an 8/8 and deals 2 damage to each player.
I'll go to 23.
I'm at 11.
It also triggers Kessig Flame Breather, so everybody takes 1.
I'm at 22.
And 10.
Okay, and then we'll go to damage.
I'll take 8 damage. I go to 14.
And then I'm going to pay a red and cast a Dread Horde Arcanist.
I love that card.
And that enters the battlefield. I will scry with Season of Growth. Top. And then I will pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw. And then I'm going to cast Nimbless of Frost.
Ooh, that's very good.
All right, I'll go to combat. Rachel, I will attack you with Chun-Li, Countless Kicks. On attack, I get to cast spells with kick counters on them by paying their mana costs. I will cast all 3 of my spells.
Pretty good.
I do still have to pay mana for the spells, but they are discounted by Urza, Lord Protector.
All right.
So I will cast Submerge, targeting your Kessig Flame Breather. I will cast Soul Partition, targeting your Goblin and Narcomancer. And I will cast Cyclonic Rift, targeting your Dreadhorde Arcanist, not overloaded.
Jeez.
Nimbless of Frost will trigger 3 times, and I will target Blanka twice and Dockside Extortionist once.
Okay, Dockside doesn't untap.
I am going to pay a green for Karplusan Forest, going to 27. I will cast Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer triggers Kessig Flame Breather, so each opponent takes 1 damage.
I'll go to 13.
And I'm at 9.
In response, I will cast Fierce Guardianship.
Yeah, very good. Okay, all of that happens then.
And technically I get another Nimbless trigger. I will tap down Blanka for a 3rd time this turn.
You stay. Stay. Okay, so resolving Nimbless, Blanka is tapped and will not untap. So Dreadhorde Arcanist will return to my hand. Goblin and Narcomancer will go to exile. I can cast it from exile, but I have to pay an additional 2 to do so. And Kessig Flame Breather will go on top of my library.
And now you're still being attacked by Chun-Li, Countless Kicks.
Pretty good. All right, I will take 3 and go to 24.
Excellent. All right, well, that's my turn.
Well done.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was a big turn.
I'll untap. Dockside stays tapped because of the Nimbless trigger. And I'll draw for turn. I'm going to pay 3 mana and cast Urza's Incubator, choosing Robot. And then I'll pay 1 and cast Ratchet, Field Medic.
Nice.
And I will pass to Rachel.
All right, I will untap everything except for Blanka and draw for turn. Oh yeah! I'm gonna pay 3 for Gutter Snipe.
Oof.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty good.
When Gutter Snipe enters, I will scry from the Season of Growth. I'll leave that on top. And then I'll recast Kessig Flame Breather.
With that on the stack,
Yeah.
I'm going to crack a treasure and cast Path to Exile on the Gutter Snipe.
Ooh,
I'm gonna respond.
Oh, snap.
I'm going to pay a red and cast a Bolt Bend, targeting the Path to Exile. And I'm going to redirect that to Chun-Li.
What did I do?
That triggers Gutter Snipe, so each opponent takes 2 damage.
I'll go to 11.
And I'm at 7. So now Path to Exile will resolve.
And Chun-Li will get exiled and go to the command zone. I'm gonna search my library for a basic land. I'm gonna find island and put it on the battlefield tapped.
Kessig Flame Breather resolves and triggers Season of Growth, but I already know what's there, so I'm just gonna leave it on top. And now I am out of mana to do what I wanted to do.
Yay!
So I will pass the turn.
We live another turn! Alright, I will untap all my lands, and then I will draw a card for the turn. And then I will cast Grand Arbiter Augustin the 4th.
Ooh, gross.
And then I will recast my commander, Chun-Li, Countless Kicks. But I don't have any more mana to kick her, so she'll come into play as is, with no more kick counters on my spells.
Chun-Li of specifically 3 kicks.
I'm gonna go to combat and attack Rachel with Niblis of Frost.
I do not have any flyers, so I will take 3 and go to 21.
That's it for me. I'll pass my turn to you, Jake.
Okay, I will untap and draw for turn.
All right, your spells cost 1 more, everybody.
I will pass. Feels bad.
All right, I will untap and I will draw for turn. Okay, I will play a forest as my land for turn. Replay a Dreadhorde Arcanist for 3. And when it enters the battlefield, I will scry. And I will put that one on the bottom. And then I am going to pay 3 for a Grape Shot, targeting Blanka. So when I cast Grape Shot, it triggers Gutter Snipe and Kessig Flame Breather. So each opponent takes 3.
I'll go to 8.
And I'm at 4.
I am targeting Blanka, so I draw a card from Season of Growth, and Blanka triggers from being targeted, so it deals 2 damage to each opponent.
I'll go to 6.
I'm at 2.
And he gets +2/+2. And because I've cast the Dreadhorde Arcanist this turn, I get 1 extra Storm copy of Grape Shot. That is going to target Blanka as well. So Blanka's get another +2/+2 and trigger again. We'll deal 2 damage to each opponent.
I'll go to 4.
And I'll take 2 more and die.
Okay, I will go to combat.
Before you go to combat, I will cast the saddest flawless maneuver ever. That will trigger Niblis of Frost, and I will tap down Blanka.
All right, he will take a long sleep. It does not trigger. I cannot cast anything else because of Augustine. I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap. I will draw. Okay, I will go to combat. I will attack Rachel with Chun-Li and Niblis of Frost.
Okay.
When Chun-Li attacks, I will get to cast all 3 spells from exile with kick counters on them. So, placing them on the stack, I will place Cyclonic Rift first, then Submerge, then Soul Partition.
Ugh.
Soul Partition is going to target Gutter Snipe. I'll have Submerge target Kessig Flame Breather. And Cyclonic Rift will overload and bounce everything else to your hand.
Take care of everything else.
Niblis of Frost will have 3 Prowess triggers, so it is now a 6/6.
Ugh, scary.
And the tapping doesn't really matter.
Okay, Gutter Snipe will be exiled. Kessig Flame Breather will go to the top of my library, and everything else will go back in my hand. And we'll go to damage.
All right, that's 9 damage coming your way.
Ugh. Okay, I will go to 12.
Woo, very living, Gaurav. Woo. All right, I will play a land for turn and pass.
All right, here we go. I know what this draw is, so I'll draw. I will recast the Kessig Flame Breather.
Okay.
I will recast Season of Growth, which will trigger Kessig Flame Breather and deal 1 damage to you.
I'm down to 3. Lightning bolt away.
Ooh.
I have a land draw. Okay, well, this is all I can do with these cards, so I'll recast the Dreadhorde Arcanist, and when that enters the battlefield, I will scry.
Ooh.
Thank you. It was a very slow retraction. I'll put it on the bottom, just to make it tricky. I mean, it looks like I'm gonna get Psych Rifted here, but I'll pass it back to you, Gaurav.
All right, I will untap all my lands, and then I will draw a card for the turn. Okay, we've seen this song and dance before.
Let's do it.
I think I'm gonna just go for it. I will go to combat, and I will attack with everything at you, Rachel.
No fear.
When Chun-Li attacks, I will get to recast all the spells that have kick counters, and Cyclonic Rift being one of them will bounce your board and I believe leave you dead on board.
All right, looks like you got me.
Good
Well
game.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Good game.
Good game.
I win! Ha ha!
All right, congratulations to Gaurav. You know, Rachel, when I played Street Fighter as a kid, Chun-Li was my main.
Well, he certainly liked kicking people in the face in this game.
Yeah. I liked kicking people in the face, and Gaurav evidently liked it as well. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around and watching the game. Of course, we want to shout out our sponsors. If you want to get your hands on any of the Transformer cards, the Street Fighter cards, any of the cards that go in these decks, if you want to build, a lot of these decks looked really, really cool. I'm sure Jake's deck was also cool. It didn't do a lot in this game. I've seen it
I've
off
seen
camera.
it do cool stuff. I was so sad.
Maybe we'll give it another chance on another episode. Unfortunately, it just didn't pop off this game. But cardgame.com/command is really the best place to go to pick up your Magic products, singles, anything at all. You can find all the Phyrexia, all will be one stuff right now, but they have a huge inventory, a huge catalog of stuff. If you're looking for cards, if you're looking for different versions of cards, Card Kingdom probably has it. And the great thing is you can go there and do one big order of cards, your whole deck often is what I do, and it'll all come to your home quickly in one safe package. It all comes at once. You didn't order from 20 different individual vendors, and so you're not waiting for those last 2 or 3 to finally get around to sending you the stuff. cardkingdom.com/command. They are professionals. They're going to get it all out to you as fast as possible and all in one package, which is a huge thing.
Yeah, for sure. And when you're done at Card Kingdom, jump on over to ultrapro.com/command to get the accessories that you need to build your new deck. You need the sleeves to put it in the deck box, and the matching playmat, so you can show up at your game store looking with a complete collection. I suppose if you're building the Autobots, probably not. But they had some amazing products that go along with all of the drops that come out at Magic, because they have the official Magic licensing. So make sure you're keeping an eye on all of the products that go on the ultrapro.com website. You can also support Ultra Pro and the show by shopping at your game store or your local game store and picking up Ultra Pro products there, because they'll have all the selection right in front of you. You can see how high quality all of the products are. And then if they don't have a color that you want, you can jump on over to ultrapro.com/command to get exactly the product that you want to match your deck.
Yeah, it's good to support your LGS, but they don't always have everything you're looking for. And ultrapro.com/command often has things that, were out of stock at your LGS, or they never carried or whatever. And there's also lots of discounts. So
yeah, that too.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you very soon.